Dojo for Dogecoin. Let's talk about it. So I didn't want to have to return to this topic, but when the wealthiest man in the world relentlessly talks about Dogecoin, this coin, cryptocurrency that was actually made after a meme, you have to touch on it, right? And it's kind of interesting. This Dojo thing, while I don't necessarily find Doge the most interesting, I personally don't hold any Doge. I do hold a lot of other cryptocurrencies with more fundamental underlying value. While some of you go ahead and hold Doge, you know, I made a video on this in the past. When you have this coin being backed by the wealthiest man in the world, I did actually trade this. One of his tweets, I'll actually show you two trades, one right here and one right here. They're both like over 100%. And those are like within a couple minutes I made those trades because of the insane volatility. So point is, when you have this insane wealthiest man in the world, Elon Musk, who's absolutely incredible, you know, companies like Solar City, Tesla, you have SpaceX, you have Boring Company, Neuralink, all these incredible companies that are building real world things. And he's kind of backing this Dogecoin thing. Like he just won't get off the topic. Some people thought, oh, it's like a temporary thing, but no, he's really on this cryptocurrency thing. As we saw Tesla adding $1.5 billion of Bitcoin onto the balance sheet. So we know which one he's really serious about. But now he's tweeting Dojo for Dogecoin. Now, what is Dojo? Well, this is really a supercomputer that's actually processing an insane amount of video. So just actual like video. And they're processing this through AI. And essentially what he's saying is, this is like machine learning, okay? So if you have all this data, so for example, this video you're watching right here, this video, your brain is currently processing it, but with machine learning, essentially what you're doing is you can show all like multiple videos, like long lecture videos, like how to build a rocket ship, for example, for SpaceX. You can show long, in-depth, detailed videos, like 2-3 hour videos, play them on 2x, 4x speed, and blast that thing to something like this, which is Dojo. And he's basically saying Dojo for Dogecoin. So where does these two things kind of come together? Although this is obviously more of a lighthearted video, this kind of joking like man, like maybe we can see something for this, but essentially really what he could do with his supercomputer is honestly make Dogecoin the fastest currency out there. And while I still personally will not hold it, like it's funny as it is, as incredible as it is, I know this is like a joke in the industry, but I'm actually in it for the technology, for the blockchain technology, because I'm a bit more focused on emerging market investing, you know, currently here in Istanbul, Turkey, looking at real estate, all these different things kind of around the Balkan region and more emerging markets, and really combining blockchain with the emerging market investing style. So that's what I'm personally more focused on. Now, for normal like retail investors, people that are just in it, you know, like doing Robinhood or like these different things like that, sure, go ahead, hold Dogecoin. I mean, don't hold more than you're willing to lose, because we saw what happened last time. But the thing is when you have the richest man in the world essentially sponsoring this coin, this Dogecoin, and now he's saying, you know, Dojo for Dogecoin, and what's in his bio now? It's like meta split or metafork, yeah, because essentially what you have in the blockchain is you have a series of blocks, and if you create a fork from that, it's just like a copy of all the previous blocks, but starting a new chain, okay? So you have the blockchain, and if you have a fork, it's essentially the copy of all these previous blocks. So like Bitcoin Cash is an example of this for a Bitcoin. It's a copy of all the previous chains and starting a new one, essentially. So it's like a snake head almost off that. So, I mean, honestly, if he does a new fork and it's like an Elon Musk backed Dogecoin, or like an Elon Musk created Dogecoin, this would be insane, because I think that would blow up. Like I might honestly buy a tiny bit of that. Like I won't buy a lot of it. Pretty much any of these like meme coins, like for example, those trades that I show you, what I risked in those trades were profits from other coins that have fundamental value. Like I pulled profits from those coins, and then with those things, then you can be a bit more speculative. But I don't even with those profits, I usually only like speculate with around like 25% of them. So like 75%, for example, great projects like Polkadot. You know, I got into Polkastarter really early. Binance is going crazy recently. With these, when you pull profits, typically I use something called the little old lady strategy. So as a coin doubles in value, what you can do is take out your initial investment. So pull out that initial, and then maybe spread, 25% into Ethereum, 50% into Bitcoin, and then take that other 25% and either put it into other lower cap altcoins, like more speculative ones, or you can do trading with it. If you understand technical analysis, I have a video down below on how to make $200 a day leverage trading. Like these two trades up here, I think those added up to like maybe $400. And I'm not kidding you when I say this, like Binance doesn't show the timestamps, but it was like probably with less than 10 minutes for each of those trades, just because of the insane volatility. This is the last time he tweeted about it. So, if he releases something like this Dojo for Dogecoin and I'm not sleeping, like I'm not one who's going to wake up in the middle of the night and do trading. Like I like to get my sleep and trade during the day if I have time. Typically, I don't even have time. Like I occasionally trade. But yeah, at the end of the day, if he really rolls something out with this, if he really makes this happen, it could be incredible. Like this could be huge. I'm telling you, this could be actually pretty huge because he would basically be creating his own coin like in a fork. And then if he's actually using this like Dojo supercomputer where they're literally using machine learning and AI to use the supercomputer, he could make it the fastest cryptocurrency out there, and he could really kind of do some like automated market making with Doge. So man, it's an interesting topic. I know it's a lot for today. It's just kind of a more lighthearted video. Like I said, I don't personally hold any Doge. But yeah, I mean, when you have the richest man in the world, which by the way, you should go watch my video I made about a month ago on Elon Musk. It'll be linked in the description, and this is what the thumbnail will look like. But man, it's a very interesting video. I read his book multiple times with Ashley Vance. Ashley Vance is the author, but it basically goes over his life story, how he became the wealthiest man in the world, and it really kind of shows you, like, after reading that book, you kind of understand why he's doing things like this. You understand a bit more of the psychology, where he came from, going to Canada with like less than $100 in his pocket at like 18 or something like that. Yeah, I mean, mind blowing all the stuff that he did, risking all of his money he made off like Zip2 in X.com on a rocket company. When, imagine going to your friends and going, hey, I just sold the company for $100 million. They're like, what are you gonna do with it? Well, I'm gonna go start a rocket company at a time when nobody had ever started a rocket company. So it kind of shows you, how someone like this could take a risk on something like Dogecoin. So who knows? Literally anything is possible with Elon Musk. Anything is possible in the crypto space. So that's all for today's video. If you liked this, if you thought it was interesting, definitely subscribe button all, invest global. And until next time, normally we talk about legitimate investment things. This is like, we occasionally talk about things like this, like Doge and other things going on. But yeah, it's interesting time in the crypto market, interesting time in the whole markets. I mean, this is like when you compare something like this to things like the insane amount of monetary stimulus being injected into the market, it's kind of like, okay, this is what happens when you're in a euphoric state and like an ultra bubble. So anyways, thanks for watching. Till next time.